Hello everyone, and welcome to what is a quick yard update. Not a lot else has happened on the layout, so I just thought I'd do a quick update of the changes that I've made into the yard area on the top baseboard. But I first want to cover a couple of new additions. I've got this Hornby GBRF 66702. I've had it for a while, and I've actually just taken the motor out of it. So now it's just basically like a wagon. So that allows me to like double head it, top and tail it and stuff like that, and not worry about programming it into the Dynamics controller, because it was never DCC ready, so it was just kind of a waste of an engine. Next up is the Buxton Lime Industries hopper. It's JGA. It comes pre-weathered from Bachmann. It's a new release this year. They did originally release them a while ago. They were unweathered. And I never got around to getting any because they sold out pretty quickly. And I saw this in one of the model shops the other day, and I thought I've got to buy it. £36.50 I think it was. I mean, wagons aren't cheap nowadays, but you know, time you buy the wagon and then pay for someone to weather it or stuff like that, or you weather it yourself, you're looking around the same price, so it's not really too bad. And obviously the detail is really good. I do have another 5 of these on order from Hatton's, so I'll have 6 in total. So you should see these running on the layout pretty soon. I also got some more of these Freightliner hoppers. I now have a total of 13. And the reason being is because I originally had 4, and then I ordered 4 more. And at the time when they come, my dad and my cousin went to the Worley Model Railway show. Unfortunately I couldn't go because I had other commitments, but he actually come back with like 6 of them. I think it was 6 or 5, might have been 5, and I happened to have ordered 4 at the same time from Hatton, so obviously he ended up having 5 for me, and I had already bought 4 more, so I ended up with 13. And I'm undecided what I'm going to do with them yet. I know my cousin wants a few, so I might sell them to him. But for now we've got a huge rake of them. Actually a little bit too many for my sidings, as you can kind of see. Okay, so in terms of the yard, you've probably noticed there's a big change. I'll put up what the yard used to look like before I made this change. It'll be on screen now. As you can see, I had like 6, I think it was 6 or 7 running, through sidings, similar to Junction and stuff like that, which is what I was originally going to base it on. But I decided to change this purely because I have a fiddle yard with like 16 lanes underneath, where most of the wagons and stuff are going to be stored. Obviously I'll still have like a few on top and various things like that. But I wanted an area to like showcase all of my engines. As you can see, the 2 Class 66s are kind of in the sidings from what I've done so far. This track over here isn't actually laid yet, but as you can see, I've got rid of the 3 sidings that were over here. The freeway points that were in here, like dead end ones, have become 2 through roads. The 2 left hand sidings have become 2 dead end ones, and I'm going to be using them as passenger storage. I'm going to add like security fences and stuff like that, and then like viewing platforms and various things. Just as like a little extra bit of scenery and various things like that, just to change it up a little bit from just a standard sort of yard. And then these 3 roads over here, this one here with the Network Rail wagons on it, it comes off the freeway point over here. This used to be 3 3 dead ends, but now it's obviously 1 dead end and 2 through loops. And then the 2 sidings here that used to link back on to the point over there now run into the TMD area, which will be, it will have like fueling point, washing point. These will all be like scattered along these sidings here. And then obviously I'll have like all my scenery in the yard, all the buildings over there. I've got the Pico depot sheds. I plan to add inspection pits and stuff like that, and I was obviously detailing there. The yard is now accessible from both sides. This actually took me ages to do. I had to redesign it so many times because the track it was too sharp, or like the train would derail or something like that, or I just thought it would derail. I never really tested it until now. But obviously I went with this design because it made it just so much easier just to do. Obviously you can see like the slight kinks in the track and stuff like that I had to do. It's still pretty smooth. The engine's run over it fine. I've tested all of like the class 70s, the 66, or the 37s, anything really. So I haven't really had any troubles with it at all. But it just means that I can now access the yard from both ends, which is what I originally wanted. So as you may or may not know, Bachmann have released their 2017 range, and as a modern image modeler, this is quite an exciting year. There's a lot of releases I'm looking forward to, and I'm going to be covering them in the next part of this video. So first up on the list is the two Class 20s. First we have the HN-RC Rail 2311. I'm looking forward to this because it will be good for, you know, just as an addition on like RHTTs or even on like the rail tour, as you can see in the picture that I photographed recently. And the big one I'm excited about is the DRS Class 20 312. I've been waiting for a DRS Class 20 for absolutely ages, so I think I'm going to eventually purchase a couple of these and maybe have one renumbered, and then it gives me the opportunity to again run them on the flasks, run them on the rail tours or anything like that I decide to do. Now next up we have the Class 37s. There's three that I'm interested in here. As you know, I already have a DRS liveried one in 409, but they're releasing 688 as well. So I'm excited about that. I can finally put two 37s on my flask wagons and things like that. And as you can also see, they've got a Euro Phoenix one and a Colas Rail one. Now the Colas Rail one is going to be used for, you know, mainly it'll be used on the odd freight and stuff like that, but it'll be mainly used on like test trains and various things like that on my layout. But the one I'm mainly excited about is the Euro Phoenix one. I love this livery. Caversham Central just got a respray done, and it looks absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to add it to the fleet this year. So as if I don't already have enough Class 66s, obviously you know I'm a big fan of the different liveries, and there's 4 new additions that I want to add to the fleet of them. One is just a standard EWS liveried one. Obviously this one will be weathered, and it'll be the EWS branding has been taken away, and obviously DB Schenker stickers have been added. I haven't actually got an EWS liveried Class 66, so I do need to purchase one pretty soon. So this should be a good addition this year. Then there's the 3 GBRF Class 66s. The one I'm most excited about is the 779 Evening Star. I'm really looking forward to this. And then obviously there's the standard Europort liveried 728 and the aggregates 711. So they're all going to be good to add to the fleet. There's a couple more I want to add as well. The 709 in the boat livery and 727 I believe in the maritime livery, but obviously I'll have to get them resprayed rather than be standard releases. And finally it's the Colas Rail Class 70 7805. As you know, I've got 2 Freightliner Class 70s, but the Colas Rail one has been running in the southeast for ages now. They're based around well, not based around but there's a lot that run around that area, so it'd be a good addition to the fleet. As you know, I do have a Colas Rail Class 66 and obviously the 37, so it'd be good to add that one to the Colas fleet. So there's a lot of good modern image locos that I'm looking forward to. I also want to get a couple of steam engines and maybe some other older livery class like 37s or 47s and things like that, and run them on like rail tours. But I'm mainly basing my selections around the southeast. You know, like the southeastern parts, the southern parts, and various things like that, because that's where I'm based and that's what the layout's going to be based on. I am going to be running third rail, so it'd be good if I can get some southeastern units. I'll have to get them like made, like handmade and stuff like that, because obviously no one does them. But for now, we'll just continue building the freight fleet and think about passenger trains in the future. But as always, if you guys did enjoy this video, it's a bit of a change up. I just decided to do something a little bit different. You know, give you an idea of what I'm kind of looking forward to. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want me to cover Hornby's releases or Dapple's releases when they eventually release them, then I happily will do it, or any other videos you want me to focus on, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next video.